they're looking forward to a good contest as usual between these two teams. The last time they met was in the final, which Ravi Shastri referred to in the Independence Cup. India won by 6 runs. So off the mark. So Sri Lanka on the way with that single. First shot of the game. And even though it was certainly close, umpire will have none of it. But a rather nervous start here for the new opener.
Just bowled from a little bit wide, and I think umpire Orchard thought maybe just a little high and also going down leg side. So a good decision. He's got to watch out, Gunawardena, though. He doesn't get very far forward. That's hit him a little bit high.
Timed that well. And they'll come back for 2 comfortable runs. Found the gap. Didn't quite have the timing on it to carry all the way. And they collect 2. That's where second slip was. And he had been moved out, would have gone straight into the lap of the second slip fielder. And he was there in the last over. The edge found, but all it does is bring the first boundary of the innings.
Yes, he went a little bit wider, but he must rue that decision. And over a go, this would have been out. Would have gone straight to second slip. As it turns out, he's taken a man away, and it really has given that man no chance as Radin.
And there's an indication of what you were saying. Just a push down the ground, carries right back past the bowler to within a couple of meters of the straight boundary. Just a push.
That's exactly what he should be doing. That was beautifully played. And you notice how this has just raced off the bat. He hasn't tried to hit it too hard. He's just presented the full face, and that's fairly raced away.
Well, that was good running by Jayasuriya. Not so good running by Gunawardena. He was very slack indeed in coming through. And in fact, if the ball had hit the stumps, it might well have been close.
Well, he's played all around this one. It's a little bit high, and he's got away with it. Instead of looking for the run, which he should have done immediately, Jayasuriya has played a lot of one-day cricket, and then he didn't even run his bat in. So, very bad cricket from Gunawardena. Watch this. Jayasuriya's through straight away. Robin Singh, to his credit, realises the batsman the other end, and look at him. He's just stretching. He's not running his bat in. He's not even running at full pace.
Very unusual error in that position by Ajay Jadeja. Really one of the best in that position in the game. Very fast, usually very reliable. Not too bad a bounce for him there. He really would feel that he should have cut that off.
Yes, he would have been a bit unhappy with this, because that's Jayasuriya's scoring region. Yes, he should have cut that off. It was actually quite a nice bounce for him. I think he didn't quite read it right. It was onto him a little quicker because it was so well timed by Jayasuriya. But that's his hitting area. They've got to cut off as many runs as they can in that area. Otherwise, Jayasuriya, if he gets away, he's dangerous.
Not a tall man in the covers there, Robin Singh, but again, great athleticism, leaping high to just pull it down.
This is well timed. He's hit it right into the ground. Not an easy one to field that, and it's beautifully stopped by Robin Singh. Had the crowd on their feet. They thought it was a catch, but he's hit it straight into the ground, of course. Very athletic fielding. Certainly an improvement from Dhaka, where India didn't field particularly well.
Well, that's over the top. That's well played. Not quite off the meat of the bat, but it'll still go all the way. Yes, into the fence for 4. So Sanat Jayasuriya now starting to hit the ball over the top and straight. Good shot, straight down the ground. Lovely straight drive. Well, that was overpitched, and it was dealt with very well. Short in the air, wide of the fieldsman, going down to the fence for 4 as well. Yes, he's strong. When he hits them, they tend to get to the boundary. So, Gunawardena doing pretty well here. A couple of 4s this over already.
Coming into his own now, Gunawardena. Just fractionally short. Not too sure if Agaka is getting a little bit tired. This is just his 5th over. Shouldn't be yet. But certainly getting just a bit wayward with his bowling.
Run rate is increasing. And it's going to increase more. Lovely shot through the offside field. Pitched up and thrashed square of the wicket. That's a good shot. Gunawardena is really playing well now. Let's watch this delivery. Oh, in the air, into the gap. That's 4. The Sri Lankans are now starting to play the sort of one-day game that we've become used to over the years. That was a very, very forceful shot.
Well, there's a man who plays square of the wicket on the offside to try and catch anything like that, but that was powerfully hit. He had absolutely no chance, although it went in the air. And the man there isn't the burst of fielders either. That's Azruddin, Indian captain, but he had no chance.
Oh, into the gap again, beautifully played. It'll run away to the boundary for 4. Well, they were a little scratchy early on, but now they're starting to look good.
This is not a long spell for a fast bowler, but they've been playing a lot of cricket, these cricketers these days. And in this heat, can take its toll.
Oh, in the air, into the gap, that's another 4. 6 4s in 9 balls. They've decided to go for it. And the Sri Lankans in the crowd, well, I suppose they're quite used to it, but they do love it. So there's a man in short, and then they're everywhere. They are all over the place. And it doesn't make any difference. Beautiful shot. Hazard put them all on that side. It won't make the slightest difference. When these guys go, they do go. Just a little bit of, yes, a little bit of bat there, a little bit of touch of the pads. Oh, that should have been out. That should have been stumped. That's a miss. Wide given, but that popped out of the gloves of the wicketkeeper.
Yes, I think Mongia will be a bit disappointed with this. This would have been a big wicket for India. Lost his balance, and Mongia lost the ball.
He's cleaned him up. That's a Kumble special, right up in the block hole. Gunawardena looking to play across the line. Played all over it. And India have struck a very important blow.
Very good bowling for Kumble. Right in the block hole. He's played right across this one. Gets the foot right across, trying to hit it to mid-wicket, and that's well bowled. Bowled it nice and straight. Few missile hit, and that's exactly what he did. So Sri Lanka lose their first wicket, 79 for 1.
That's good running. Directed the stumps, but the batsman's comfortably home. That's got away. Chase for the man in the deep. Tendulkar, the fielder. And another couple of runs for Jayasuriya. He's got a very good arm. He's bowled him round his legs. That is a big wicket for the Indians. And what a first wicket to get in one-day internationals for Nikhil Chopra. Jayasuriya, the man dismissed.
And very, very good bowling by the young man. Try to fake a charge to Jayasuriya, and the man didn't lose his nerve, Chopra. Temptation when a man does that is to pull it down short. He didn't, he kept it up to the bat, and he's got it round his legs, and that's a big wicket for England. They'll be, for India, rather, they'll be delighted with that. Sri Lanka lose Jayasuriya. They 85 for 2.
Azharuddin rightly attacking. He's got 6 men in the ring, 1 man in a catching position. That's a slip. That's in the air, and he's gone. De Silva is dismissed, and what a turnaround we're seeing here. Sri Lanka had taken off to a good start, and the Indians have picked up 3 very quick wickets.
Well, a very, very soft dismissal. Aravinda De Silva will be mightily disappointed when he gets back to the dressing room. That really was a very ordinary shot. Good change of pace from Kumble, and he's just chipped it gently. Very easy catch, and Ganguly will make no mistake with that. A very soft dismissal, and Aravinda De Silva departs. So Sri Lanka being pulled back 86 for 3.
So they've lost 3 wickets for 7 runs. That's brought their captain to the crease. He can afford to bide his time at this stage, simply because Sri Lanka are maintaining a good run rate. They're still over 5 runs per over. And that's put away. That'll be 4. Just a little bit of width given to him by the off-spinner, and Atapattu made no mistake.
Yes, up until then, no boundaries of the spinners, but that one just a little bit too short. And Marvin Atapattu really does play that shot well. That's perhaps his best shot.
Shot back to continue. Good shot, straight down the ground. Right, well, it looks as if Arjuna is going to take the initiative here. Now, obviously, this youngster is bowling very well. He's kept them quiet, and the question now is, can Arjuna unsettle him?
Well, no one playing in international cricket now has been playing longer than Arjuna. Very experienced campaigner, and he knows he's got a youngster against him. He's going to take the attack to him. Lovely use of the feet there, getting right down to him and putting him straight back overhead for 4.
It's well fielded. He didn't quite hit it in the middle of the bat.
Robin Singh has kept himself very fit. He's 35 years of age and made a late start in international cricket. Born in Trinidad, but went back to India as a teenager. In fact, played alongside Brian Lara in the Trinidad teenage team before he went for India, and has kept himself very fit. And he's been outstanding in the field today. 100 for 3.
It's not going to be a maiden. In fact, I missed the 2 earlier on, so still tidy though. He's doing pretty well, and 1 short. Well, you don't often see that. 1 run short, and it was the captain down the far end. Well, that's well done. He's got that away nice and fine. It's running away down towards the boundary. He won't get there though. Just the 2 runs.
The Indian spinners have done a wonderful job. Chopra in particular, playing only his 2nd game, has been really impressive. Again, a direct hit, and the 3rd umpire being called for. Just get the feeling that Atapattu might have made his ground, but with a direct hit, you never know.
It's always very close with a direct hit, but I think Atapattu certainly did make his ground. I think the man that might have had a few problems would have been Arjuna Ranatunga. Jadeja, the fielder, is in quite safely. He's a long way in.
So no problems there for the 3rd umpire. Marvin Atapattu comfortably home. It's a long time being taken for the lights to be put on here. Well, finally the green light comes on. Again was in the air for a little while, but again good placement by Ranatunga. Atapattu wanting 2, that could be trouble. And a misfield there, allowing them to come back for the 2nd. Again, hesitation between the 2 batsmen. And again, he goes for the big one, and this one is a really big one. That's the first 6 of the game. And that brings the crowd to its feet.
That's what he was trying to do with it delivered before this one, Arjuna. Didn't quite get close enough to it on that occasion. This time he goes right through the shot. And that's a clean hit.
That's come off the edge. A long chase for the man at shot third man. 2 more runs to the Sri Lankan captain.
Was pretty expensive in his first spell. Agaka.
Again, looking for the quick single. He'll have to hurry. Luckily for Ranatunga, Robinson didn't collect that ball cleanly.
We know Arjuna Ranatunga is not the quickest man on this field. Robin Singh, if he had collected this, I think he certainly would have an outstanding chance of running him out. Of course, he would have had to have hit the stumps as well.
And yet again, Arjuna Ranatunga has done it for Sri Lanka in a potential crisis. And a typical Ranatunga paddle. But when he came in, 3 wickets had fallen in very quick succession.
Yes, this is very good cricket. He knows the man's on the boundary square, so he's not trying to hit it hard. He's just trying to paddle it away. At least 2, sometimes 4, depending on how well he times it.
Put it down. Perhaps came in this a little bit too late. Dive forward, and Chopra, Kumble couldn't quite get the hands under it enough to hold on. Well disguised slow ball.
Yes, it is well bowled. The off-break action, holding the ball back, did everything right. I think Chopra just didn't judge it right.
Taken. So Agaka gets the wicket which was denied him by that drop catch early in the over, deceiving Ranatunga and taking the catch himself, and that's a big break for India, with the Sri Lankan captain being dismissed.
Another good slow ball, just not enough pace, and Arjuna Ranatunga looking to run around the corner, found the ball wasn't there, and then just chipped it back to the bowlers, taking a very, very good catch. So they lost a wicket just when they didn't want to, Sri Lanka. 175 for 4.
So Kalawetharana, he's up the non-striker's end. Not for long. Single brings him into strike now. Fine shot. Beautifully played on top of it. Picked the gap. And a lovely boundary.
Very good shot this. He really waited for it. Played it when it went past his body. There wasn't a lot of room there, but he used it to perfection. He's a short man. And this one skidded onto him, but he's really played it delicately and right into the gap.
52-60.
He really has to start taking a few risks, Marvin Adipatu. There's plenty of space. Square of the wicket on the offside. And this is well fielded. Flighted. And he's really got down well to his left.
Really should be looking for a second here. They do this time and get it.
Yes, and that's in the 41st over. He should have perhaps been in the 21st.
So Marvin Adipatu reaches his half century. He's 50. 74 deliveries. That's his 12th time he's passed half century in one-day internationals. It's 194 for 4.
That's a bat first, I think. We'll have to wait for the umpire and run 2.
Oh, he's hit that one well. That's a good shot into the gap on the offside. Will it be cut off? Yes, it is. The Indians are very committed in the field. Ganguly down there diving away to his right to cut that one off.
Yes, good effort in the deep there by Ganguly, but that was well timed by Atapadu.
Well, there's the field, and just have a look at the deep man on the onside. There's one back here on the onside, right on the boundary, and a fine leg going back as well. There's a man saving one on the onside there, and of course a deep long on the boundary here. Oh, in the air, straight down the ground, well played. Kaluwitharana deciding to use his feet, and he's hit the Gurkha straight down the ground for 4.
Yes, this is a very good cricket shot. He picked his spot nicely, Kaluwitharana. He always knew where he was going to hit it. Didn't hit across the line, went through with the shot. And once he cleared that man at mid-off, that was always going to be 4. He's always looking to hit straight.
Oh, well fielded. Mohammad Azluddin, he does it well, diving full length to his left that time. Oh, that's got to be close. Yes, he's given him his out LBW. That's a good delivery right up there. There have been a lot of queries today for LBW. The umpires have basically said not out, but that was up and that was straight. And unfortunately, that is also the end of Marvin Atapadu.
Yes, again, like Kaluwitharana, he was trying to score on the onside. He's trying to walk across the stumps and chip it round the corner. Look here. He knows fine leg is up in the circle, and he was eyeing that spot, but Srinath was bang on target, right up into the block hole. No problems for the umpire. Atapadu's fine innings comes to an end. And Sri Lanka at this stage, 228 for 6.
In the air and just short of the fieldsman, just wide of him as well.
He's a useful man to have in your side at this stage of the innings, Chaminda Vas. A strong man, he can clear the ground, but not quite getting the elevation on that occasion.
On leg stump, flicked away, this could, oh, just short. Chopra came charging in. A couple of occasions the Indians just have backed off a little bit. Well, that's the end of the over, 235 for 6. Bowled him, clean bowl, good bowling that was. Well, Chaminda Vas had to go for it. He's been sent out there with just a few overs to go, and he was doing the right thing. However, sometimes it doesn't work, and it didn't that time.
Well, certainly didn't work on that occasion. Srinath once again bang on target. It's the off spinner, the fastest off spinner. That really rattles the middle stump. Chaminda Vas playing a little too early, missing it altogether and losing his wicket. 238 for 7.
Oh, he's got him, he's gone, yes, 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 all over. No, the umpire saying he didn't touch it. Well, this will be an interesting replay. I reckon that the bowler there, how can he appeal if he hasn't touched it?
Well, was he trying to fox the umpire? We shall soon find out. That was firmly struck. Very difficult to say from that angle, but if Srinath has got his hands to it, then the batsman is run out. Again, the fastest off break. Now take a look here. Again, very difficult to say. The way Srinath appealed, he was convinced.
Oh, good shot. Just the one. Back for the second, in fact, a fumble. Yes, I thought there was a change of direction of the ball, a slight change. Just let's have another look at it. Very interesting replay, this one. Here's another angle of it. Just see if we can see it touch the end of his fingers. Down she goes. Is he anywhere near it? Well, very hard to tell, isn't it? The umpire was beautifully placed, and he said not out. Full toss. It's better over pitching. He's bowled this over very well. Just a single again. So 1 ball to go. The crowd want a 6. They want to see the Sri Lankans finish with a big one. Tendulkar will bowl a low full toss again. Oh, and an inside edge and just a single. Well, any team would settle for that in the last over.
Yes, a very good job by the Indians here to restrict the Sri Lankans to 245 for 7 after they got off to a really flying start.
Edge and going down so that Kalarathrana couldn't get to it, so it goes for 4. But fortunate. What he's given him. He sent the Sri Lankans into a state of delirium, and he's drawn silence from the majority of the crowd around here. Sachin Tendulkar, having scored 2 successive hundreds in his last 2 innings on this ground, now goes cheaply, and Chaminda Bass is struck.
Well, this one's just gone on with the arm. Sachin has really launched himself at it. And, well, judge for yourself. Kalu, he took it well in the end, had to adjust his hands because it bounced a little higher. He was emphatic. I don't think Sachin Tendulkar was convinced he hit it. The umpire's the one that counts, and he said he did.
Caught behind. A wild shot once more. Not dissimilar to the one which got Sachin Tendulkar. It now causes Ganguly's wicket. Surely would have been a wide had he not gone after it. India 13 for 2.
Well, he had a couple of opportunities in the previous over. And Zoysa has really got what they call a bus ticket, which is a lucky wicket. It skids on a bit with the arm. And Ganguly going hard after it. Under edge. Kalu takes a catch. He's absolutely delighted. It's not a great delivery, but India lose their second. 13 for 2.
Couple here for Azruddin to finish off the over. Another fine over from Chaminda Bass. India 19 for 2 after 7 overs.
Mongia is with Mohammad Azruddin. In the air, just wide of it on. That's well played. It's running down towards the boundary. That'll go all the way. That's well played. That'll relieve the pressure just a little bit. Azza's on strike. Oh, it's in the air, over the top of the wicketkeeper's head and down to the fence for 4. That was well bowled. Young Zoysa decided to let him have one. He went for the hook shot, and it could quite easily have gone straight up. Well, Michael Holding was talking about a dash of luck. Here's another example of it.
Second bit of luck now for India. Zoysa is not a very quick bowler, but in these limited over games, batsmen don't really expect fast bowlers or medium pacers to be bowling short balls. Azruddin there was caught on the front foot. He was looking to come forward and caught with a very good short ball.
Yes, I think they've got it right down in Australia, Michael. They've reintroduced one short delivery without any penalty whatsoever per over. So if you're a fast bowler and you want to let someone have it, you go ahead and do it. Oh, good shot, well played. He's blasted that one through the covers. He didn't quite middle it, but it'll get there. 4 to the total, and 4 very welcome runs to Mohammad Azruddin. Oh, good shot. That's a big one. Straight down the ground, all the way. Yes, it's a big 6. Nayan Mongia has decided that he is not going to let Dharamasena dominate. Lovely shot.
But we have to also remember that there is no more lethal run for Sri Lanka.
Oh, this will be close. Yes, yes. Is he asking a question? No, he's not. Well, a direct hit. He must have been well home. He's very quick. That was good fielding, though.
Dharamasena himself doing the fielding, but Azruddin is well home.
Over over the top, straight down the ground. Did he get it off the middle? It's running away towards the boundary. Yes, it's hit the fence. Well, the Indians are starting to get a few fours away, and you can see the bowlers straight away starting to get a little panicky. Wants a fielder back there. Oh, he's hit that one too. That's a great shot. Down a square leg, just short of the boundary. Well, he knew the man was there, but he was behind square, and Mongia hit it in front of square. Well, it's brought a smile or two to a few faces.
This is a good shot. That ball was hit well in front of square. You can see that it wasn't a particularly bad ball. But again, no turn. The batsman had no problem hitting it in front of square. This pitch, the ball is just coming onto the bat.
Again, taking the Adrian route and timing it nicely, man, Mongia. He'll get another boundary here. He was sent in at number 3 to play the role of a pinch hitter, and so far he's not let his side down. And that's nicely placed by Mohammad Azharuddin. He'll get 2 here. And that'll end the over. 5 runs coming off it, 76 for 2. And more runs for the Indians. Soft.
In the air and into the gap, just a little lucky there. He was soft to him, going down the wicket, and that one was well bowled. Samarawir just bowling that one a little straight. Azharuddin is very, very whippy with his wrists. Not hard to pick him when he's batting. You just watch how he nudges him away on the onside. Having said that one, he opens the face and nudges it on the offside. So that's the 100 partnership. Yes, that's well played. Mongia, 50. That's his second 50, 60 balls, 5 fours and a 6. In the air, that's it. They've got him. At last, the Sri Lankans have broken through, and that's a big wicket for them. Mongia, however, has played a very good knock. He's out, caught by Roshan Mahanama. And that's the one they needed. What's the name of that crater, Michael?
Well, they're calling for the third umpire, but I am not too sure that Srinath will find himself in any trouble at all. Sri Lankans don't look that excited.
Yes, well, let's have a look, see what happens here. Oh, he's out. Well, that's dreadful running. Well, I've got to say, you know, for me it serves him right. I just can't understand why he'd be out there anyhow. It's only tailenders that do things like this. So Srinath's run out. Let's get the red light on and let's get a batsman in. Yes, that's really very, very silly. He must have misjudged totally the line, and that's the end of him. And so now, with a bit of luck, we'll see one of the batsmen come in. Who should have been in the first place? India, 119 for 4.
Some tremendous support of all ages. And that's a better shot from Jadeja. He's lofted it over the infield, and they need a little bit more of that. He's got a little bit inside it. Jayasuriya's fired it down leg, and he's just lifted it over mid-on. Very good shot indeed. Didn't try and hit it too hard. Nice control over the shot. Just flicking it over mid-on's head. And that keeps the scoreboard ticking over. Just gave himself a little bit of room to chip it over mid-on. Very good play.
And he's done it again. We haven't had a 4 for 17 overs, and now we've had 2 in succession from Jadeja, and 2 very well struck indeed. But he does it with a grand style. So having waited for 7 deliveries for that 50, Azruddin comes down and hoists a 6, not only to raise his own 50 in 98 deliveries. That's his first 6 and second of the innings.
Beautifully played, all the way down and over the top.
Got it through and goes all the way. Umpire Dunn is confident this time. He doesn't have to call for the television replay.
That's a big one. That's 6.
Well, that should prevent it from climbing too high. One blow and the runs needed per over is achieved. 8 runs off this over already, 2 balls to go.
And again. And the result is the same. That's gone out of the ground. So consecutive 6s here for the Indian captain. And this will really ease the pressure of the Indian side. So Aravinda De Silva being introduced into the attack now. That's another 6. And it's out of the ground as well. So Mohammad Azharuddin here hitting some big ones. He's bowled in, trying to steer it down to third man. Shaminder Was has gone past Mohammad Azharuddin's defence to end a superb knock by the Indian captain. So just the wicket Sri Lanka were looking for. Mohammad Azharuddin dismissed.
Very good knock indeed. I think he realized that this was needed, Mohammad Azharuddin, and he delivered. Good bowling though by Shaminder Was. He has been keeping the ball pretty much in line with the stumps every time he has bowled. An excellent knock. 94 runs from 131 balls when his team was in desperate straits. India are 198 for 5.
And that'll be a wide. Just drifting down the leg side to the left-hander. That's nicely timed by Robin Singh. Get a couple for it. Done! This is big trouble. It's hit the stumps directly. The Sri Lankans are celebrating. Jadeja was called for a cheeky single by Robin Singh, but has he made his ground?
Well, this is not a single that they should have attempted. And now we are seeing exactly why. The ball went straight to the fielder. He didn't have to go to his left or his right. He just came charging in, picked it up and hit the stumps full on. And more times than not, when the stump is hit full on, that's the end for the batsman. Jadeja has to 6th wicket. It's 207 for 6.
He's off the mark. It's 208 for 6.
just missed the stumps. That's the end of the over. 2-6. Oh, there's going to be a run out. Yes, there's going to be a run out. Arabin has got him. A little dab down to third man. Paddock sets in, you see. Robin Singh has been running for almost everything. That time it wasn't really his call. It was Chopra's call down the other end. He wanted one. Singh said no, and of course Chopra was standing.
So the boy is run out in his second match. Real tension out there, and it showed protection down behind the point for the off spinner. And as Robin Singh turned his on Chopra, there was no way he could get home. Comfortable run out. Fall of another wicket for India. More pressure on them.
29 off 18, so they need a boundary or two now, and Arjuna is going to make this as tough as he possibly can for him. Agarkar's on strike, and he hits them. It's gone all the way. Oh, what a hit! All the way for 6. That's exactly what India needed. A wonderful shot.
Tremendous blow by Agarkar. Really got hold of this one. That relieves the pressure. That now gives India a pretty good chance. It looked as if it was slipping, and that went a long, long way. Came off the meat of the bat. From the time you heard the sound, you knew it was gone.
He's got to get it right. Fast. They'll come back for the second. Yeah, they're touching down. Back comes Agarkar. In comes the throw. It's flat and fast. 2 runs, 8 off the over so far. Or 2 here. Well bowled. He's going to bowl it outside off stump from round the wicket. 2 men behind square on the offside, saving 1. He'll try and get him to just run it down there. That's a good line. He's going to try and sweep everything. Right, will they come? In goes the throw. Oh, it's way over the top. Good running.
In the meantime, 3 balls in this over left from the silver.
It's going to be out. Jayasuriya. Oh, he's dropped it. He's hit it over the fence. It's gone for 6. Jayasuriya has palmed it over the fence. 6.
So India just need 2, and the hero from Agarkar, he's the hero of the moment, and India have won a famous victory over Sri Lanka in the first match of the Coca-Cola Trophy for 1998.